Hey guys, my name is Paul Ireton. Over the course of the next 15 minutes, I hope to capture your attention on a few things that matters to all of our lives. And I am blessed and privileged to get started in a great business platform when I was 22 years old. I'm 40 now. Shortly after getting started in business, I got married right away that year. Started having kids. I got 4 kids now, and it's done wonders for us. I think I call it the 3 great pressures of life, which is marriage, children, and business, and been blessed to be part of an incredible team of people that we've helped out thousands and thousands of families, helped out hundreds of businesses, alongside mentored quite a few individuals, hundreds and thousands of individuals make a few thousand a month, to some of them 6 figures, some of them multiple 6 figures, a few climb to 7 figures, and we travel the world together. We've been recognized in arenas together, and more importantly, we've been financially free together. So I want to thank you for your time today, and tune in. Most people tune out. Tune in the next 15 minutes.
Man, we change people's lives, and not only do we make a difference, we fix an indifference in the families we serve. It's the people we serve and the type of people we help. It's incredible what it does for us. It's one of the most fulfilling things that I get a chance to do. I was asking this to one of my associates. One of the things that you can assess when you're looking at any opportunity, doesn't matter what it is, it could be nursing or being a doctor or artist or whatever the case might be, you ask yourself 3 simple questions I want you to ask yourself right now. 1, is it good for you? Right? Is what you're doing good for you? And for most part of everything we do, most of the time the answer is yes. Right? But the next valuable question, is it good for others? And if you can't answer that second question pretty clear, or maybe there's a hesitation, maybe you look at that for a second, right? 3rd, is it good for the greater good? And if you can answer yes to all of it, man, more power to you. And love to share some thoughts with you on that. So I got our company is Transamerica World Financial Group. That's our distribution company. We're owned by a company by the name of Aegon. They're a $600 billion behemoth. They bought 2 companies simultaneously. One was from the marketing standpoint, one's for branding, and they acquired us. This is 22 some odd years ago, and they wanted to build the biggest distribution in the company. Our team, right, as a division, as a Dream Givers, which we're a division of that, and basically we've been expanding all 50 states. We've been growing, expanding, and been training people all over, virtually, live, and all that. And we got strength in numbers, so we got over 60,000 licensed agents, right, in U.S. and Canada. Give you an idea, just to make a dent in the marketplace, when in the real estate market, in this highest high, it reached over a million licensed agents in real estate. It made a dent, right? It was a big dent. This was in 2008 when the whole market crashed. The peak of that was over 1 million licensed agents. We are at 60,000 licensed agents. We're not even close to where we need to be. We're just scratching the surface. We got 4.6 million, right, WFT business owners. We've helped we helped out more than 4.6 million families. So this is not this is not theory or something we might think. It's not a concept. It's a proven thing that we've done, and we have that in the record books. Outside of that, we got the biggest thing for us is awareness and education. So as you're looking at that, there's about 95% of the population that needs help, right? And only 5% or even less is being served, right? So when we talk about 5%, that's why there's that old saying, rich get richer, right? The poor get poorer. A lot of times is because 1, I'm not willing to pay for advice, or 2, I don't have access to it. Or maybe 3, I don't have the money, right? I don't have enough assets for it. So one of the things we've done is very simple. We said, man, there's a 95% of the population that's sick and tired of salespeople. That's 1, right? Number 2, they're not getting the education. Number 2, they don't have access to the products and services. So we said, what if we made all 3 available to them? Available to you, available to my single mom of 4 kids, available to my wife's single mom of 5 kids, right? And no one's knocking at their door, right? We sat down with my mother-in-law, right? Had a policy, and sat down with her for the same amount of premium that we did. We were able to double our coverage for the same exact amount. Anyone else going to do that and knock on their door and do that? No, it's because of our company that she was helped, right? So when we talk about the crusade and our mission, it's serious stuff. We talk about delivering education. We make it fun to learn about money, right? So we took a boring industry, we made it fun, right? We made it fun to learn money. Guess what? When things are fun, you want to learn. When things are fun, you want to do it. And so we made this fun to learn. There's rules to money and there's enemies to money. And if you understand the rules, you'll win the game, right? Just like any game, rummy, Monopoly, chess, all that. You understand some moves, you got it. You got the game. You don't understand it, and you understand the enemies. What am I avoiding? Then you can win the money game. But that's really the main thing in this. In the gist of all this, everything we could talk for hours and hours. We're only spending a few minutes here, but it's really winning in the money game. And what this is for you or not, hopefully you take advantage of winning in the money game where you sit back down with us to have a complementary financial strategy, right? And we'll talk about that. Here's how we do it. We focused on 1, we help you grow your money. Pretty simple, right? If I'm going to invest, I should grow my money. 2, right? 2 is keep my money safe, right? What do I mean by that? Warren Buffett has a pretty 3 simple rules. 1, he goes, man, I got 3 simple rules. 1, if you're going to invest, grow your money, right? You better have some decent rate of return. Yeah, decent growth on your money where you could outpace inflation and do all that. He said, grow your money. 2, right? Lose little to no money. That's the safety part. And he goes, rule 3, very simple. He goes, don't forget rule 1 and 2, right? So that's that. So that's pretty simple. Growth, safety. 3rd is tax advantage. What does that mean? There's ways to save about taxes. From a business owner standpoint, from an employee, it's limited, but there's ways to retire tax-free, right? Protection. What's protection? I protect my income. I protect my family. I protect everything that's important to me. My assets. I protect my estate, which is the next generation. I protect all that, right? If you can protect that, right? I see everybody make a bunch of money. They have everything else, but they don't have protection. And then one thing happens to their health, something happens to their income, or something happens to their livelihood, and everything is shattered just like that, right? And so protection is key. It can destroy all of it if it's not put in place. In fact, a great CPA or any kind of great advice you would get, man, is that number 1 rule is protection before you do anything else, because I'm going to protect my livelihood and my ability to earn, right? So anyway, we have 6 simple steps for doing it. 1 is obviously cash flow. No cash flow, there's not much I can do. So we got to look at cash flow there, ways to increase that, ways to enhance it, right, on cash flow. 2nd is debt, right? We're looking at the debt side. We have a saying called kill bill, like the movie, right? You got to kill the bad bills, right? So you look at, if you're getting 2% of your savings or even 8% on your investment, and I got a 22% credit card, I don't care what you say, I'm going downhill no matter what. It's just you're on the way to, right, just BK and so forth, right? So debt management. Number 3, emergency fund. What does that mean? I call that peace of mind money. How many of you guys would like peace of mind money, right? Let's get some peace of mind money. That peace of mind could be, some of you is 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. How many of you guys want 5 years, 10 years? How about 40-year peace of mind, yeah? We set the rest. How about, I got mentors of mine that have hundreds of years peace of mind. Like it lives on past that, right? So that's that. That's not an emergency fund, that's a legacy, buddy. We'll talk about that later. Property, proper protection, we talked about that. Build wealth, and then estate, preserve it. There's ways to preserve it. If you don't preserve it, it's going to the IRS. I don't know if you know that. It's going straight to the IRS. If you don't have certain things in place, 55%, goodbye, right? Most of it. And every year it changes depending on who's president, what the laws are. It's constantly changed every single year. And it's a bad deal if you're not understanding that. And there's some things you could do for $500 to $1,000 and kind of fix all that rather immediately. So strength on our side, let's talk about that. I wanted to be able to represent the client to the industry as opposed to representing a product or a company to the client. What's the difference? Man, when I'm investing all my money or investing my money, whatever little or money I got, I want to be able to have options. That's probably the biggest deal for me, is I want options. And so that's what we've done. We took the best companies on Wall Street, bring it to Main Street in the comfort of someone's home. And it's a beautiful thing. We get to serve the best thing for the consumer 100% of the time. As you look at that, there's a massive need, right? This is pretty funny stats. I like reading this because there's half of all existing financial advisors are over the age of 55, right? And nearly 1/3 will retire over the next decade. Not only that, we got shortfall of about 200,000 advisors in the whole financial industry. So the industry is shrinking. And not only is it shrinking, they're only helping the top 5%, if you remember what I was talking about a while ago. So they're only helping the 5%, and it's shrinking. It's like, right? If you, I talked about this constantly. Who's recruiting more people, the UFC or boxing? What would you say? I said the UFC, right? That's why they got more talent. They're recruiting people from kickboxing. Easy, I reside there, right? Wasn't kickboxing. Recruiting these UFC, became the GOAT, right? Right? Still the GOAT. And probably the best win he just had a few days ago or a week ago, right? As I'm shooting this video. So, man, what an incredible thing. They're recruiting people from different facets and putting them in their platform, right? It's the best platform to be in. It's exciting. I mean, it's an exciting sport, right? You obviously, I'm a fan. As they're looking at this, if the industry or the organization or NBA or NFL stops recruiting, what happens to the sport? Dies. If there's no more new LeBrons, new Kobe's, what happens to the sport? It's dead. It's not like, where's the Pacquiao days? It's over. That's it, right? The entertaining fights. And so that's what happens to a platform. And so what we have here, man, the industry's dying and we're recruiting talent like no ever. We got an environment that's attractive, that's supportive, that's motivating, that gives out Super Bowl rings. Like there's no tomorrow. We get all kinds of stuff. We travel the world together. We bond. We love. We share. We bread together. All kinds of stuff. Look at the market of what we need, right? There's 3 population that needs help, and they all need it all simultaneously. One of it is the millennials. You got the Generation Xers and the baby boomers, right? And we got the Generation C right behind that, right? Which is like you got 4 generations now that we're helping out all simultaneously. That is badass. I don't know, I think that's a beautiful thing, because when I got started in business, we were talking about this era that's about to come, and it's right here in front of you. We got it right here. We got 4 generations, and we're going to add the Z in there in no time. All right, so what do we do? The opportunity, there's two options there. Very simple. One is the education side of it. We give a complimentary financial education, financial strategy. We customize a plan for you and your family. No sales approach. We give an educational approach on how we do things. We share with you what we do, how we do it. And then we gather some basic info. We come back with a plan. We don't do business in the first visit. We gather some basic information. And then we find out what's important to you. And you start in a savings plan that's comfortable for you and your family. We show you a good, better, best scenario. You pick where you want to choose. And we get you started and stop procrastinating and get to your future now. Right? And get to where you want to be, whether it's college funds for your kids. Right? Getting ahead financially. Maybe putting an emergency fund. Maybe retiring 5 years sooner. Maybe big, right? Maybe just, man, I can't retire with the money I have. I need to enhance my retirement. Or maybe I'm sick and tired of losing money. Or maybe I'm sick and tired of having fees on my account or not understanding it. We're here to provide all those answers, all those questions answered, right? And so that's the first one. The second one is our business platform. It's one of the most, it is the, how do you say this? It's the world-class, it's probably the best part-time thing you could do in the planet. We allow you to start part-time. In fact, we have a referral, we have Center of Influences, and we have a referral revenue sharing program. That's the first option on the business side of it. Second is a business platform where it's a twin career part-time deal. We allow you to get involved with us part-time, which is a big deal, right? A lot of companies don't allow that. We allow you to do that. Get your feet wet, right? Your beak wet. See how it is, and go from there. You keep your security of your full-time job and keep doing what you're doing, right? You get passionate about what we do. You start to enjoy the perks of it. Man, you see the crusade and how we help families. You go, man, I want to transition. That's what I did. I transitioned within 6 months, and man, I never looked back since. My income has been going up for 18 years. Up, right? Constant up, and I doubled in some years. I doubled it 3 times in a period of 18 months. Just because I was tired of being tired. I was tired of being at $180,000 a year. And I said, man, my family deserves more. Man, there's a way to do that too. Right? So you could be stuck in a business and you could be tired of it and you can still grow it. So you have access to mentorship just like I did. Third one, I come across a lot of people that are about to buy a Starbucks, about to buy a McDonald's, about to write a check for a business for $5 million, $3 million, that we have an intelligent conversation about our business platform. We have a dialogue about this. We put some facts down. We put rate of returns. We have a dialogue about this. And man, they take advantage of this platform. We look at this. All they got to do here is put together a few $100s to get their state license, right? It's literally $300-400 to get your license here. You could pass it in a week. I have somebody in the room here that passed it in 3 days, right? You could study for 2 days and then knocked it out in the third day. It's a very regulated industry, but it's very simple. It's duplicatable. We got a system in place. There's mentorship in place from our business aspect of it. So we got a beautiful, as I wrap it up, hope you enjoyed today. Those are the options there. The action step is get back with the person that invited you to this Zoom or YouTube link or however they share this with you, and get back to them, set up an appointment for a live meeting with us. So thank you for your time, and God bless.